Hi everybody, so this is just a quick video to show you how to get set up with Pear Deck. So the first thing to do is to go onto the Pear Deck website. You'll see the address is just on the screen, it's peardeck.com. And if it's the first time that you're using this website, you just need to click on the sign up for free option and then you will set up an account. Okay, now you can either do that through Google Slides or through Microsoft. I'm going to be using Microsoft because I use PowerPoint a lot more in my lesson than I would use Google Slides. Okay, so I'm just going to log in now and it will take you to the exact same screen that it'll take you to once you've actually set up your account. Now, the quickest way to use Pear Deck is actually to do a launch a quick prompt. So this requires very little planning and I'd use this in lesson very much in the way that I would traditionally use mini whiteboards. So it could be that I've just asked a question, I want to monitor student understanding. Okay, so rather than write on a mini whiteboard, which personally I find quite difficult to see, okay, I might choose just to start with a quick, answer a question Pear Deck. So all my students would then do is grab out their devices, okay, there's two ways they can join, either they can go onto this website here, joinpd.com, and put in that passcode, or personally what I find quicker to do is just give the students a link, I paste it onto Teams, okay, and they just join through there. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly use my phone now, and I'm going to log in as though I was a student. The first time it asks them to log in, it will ask their email, okay, so if they give their college email, then it will display their names for you to be able to see. Okay, I'm then just going to start class, and it might be that I've just said, what can I ask them? What's your favourite chocolate bar? Okay, so it could be them, okay, that they submit their responses. I can then click on show responses on screen and anonymously it will show all of my students' responses, okay, but if I want to see who actually has done that, who's written what, okay, I can actually open up the teacher dashboard. Okay, and there we can see who it is that's given those responses. Okay, well I agree with myself, so I'm going to like that. Okay, it could be also that I give verbal feedback at that point, or it could be that I give like written feedback if I feel that's more appropriate. Okay, now the nice thing about this is once I've ended the session, I can actually access all these responses. So if I see that a student is really struggling with the question that I've asked, I can then pinpoint my intervention throughout the rest of the lesson. Okay, now let me just go back to my main page. Okay, now another way that you can use Pear Deck, and this does take a little bit more prep, is to actually create a presentation. So if I click on create presentation, okay, there are two different options here. Either I can make a presentation from scratch, okay, or I can open up one of my PowerPoints that I've made previously and I can then add in extra slides, okay. Now all you have to do to actually be able to use this is open up the Pear Deck add-in. So you can see that I've got this, okay, in the corner of my screen. All I would do to add that in, okay, is click on insert, click on add-ins, okay, search it and it will come up, okay. Then click on add and it will display, okay, so you can see it's under the home section. So then all I need to do for my PowerPoint is to get it ready, okay, is to click on the Pear Deck, okay, and I want to plan that one of my slides is going to be a draw slide, okay. What that then means is when I present this to my students, okay, they can access this through Pear Deck and they can then, okay, draw onto this slide. So it might be that I have a blank diagram on this, perhaps I'm teaching break even, and I want them to show me what will happen if I alter some of the lines. Okay, really, really easy to use. Once I'm ready, I just click on present with Pear Deck and students access it very much in the same way that I showed you a few moments ago. Okay, now that is just a brief introduction into how to use Pear Deck. What's also really good about Pear Deck is there's loads and loads of really useful learning videos. So if you go back onto the home page, okay, and click on learning resources, you'll see that there's quick tip videos. And actually they have these both for Google and also for Microsoft. Okay, so once you set up, and you want to look at how you can use this a little bit further, or maybe go into a little bit more depth about what I've just shown you, then this is a really great resource. Thanks everyone.